Hey guys, how's it going? It's the number one name in Raid Shadow Legends, Kire Mobile, back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be breaking down every character from best to worst. So let's get into it. We're going to start off the list. First thing I do want to say is that this list is going to be dependent on, multiple factors on how good they are in, dungeons, arena, clan boss. Like it's just going to be completely rated on whether or not they are complete game changers in multiple areas or how well they do in like maybe one area. And then I think that definitely they deserve a slot in a high tier if they completely game change one aspect of the game. Yeah, you'll kind of see my thought process as the tier list goes on. So first thing, let's start off with the food characters, like the worst characters. These characters right here. There's a few things that you should know when it comes to these guys. Is they should go straight to the vault, but you definitely do want to keep them. These are the ones that you're gonna hope there's a buff for, which in the case of Yannicka, Agnar, and Mashald is completely confirmed. I believe Sathalia is too. Not 100% on that. Eventually, you might get buffs for these guys. Also, keep one copy in case of a fusion events. Use them for fusion events, and not you shouldn't have to worry about that. Definitely the fusion character is going to be better than these guys. That's why you definitely still want to keep them, but do not invest any resources into them as of yet. Hopefully, we can bump these guys up out of the food tier when the buffs actually do happen. We have seen times where a buff happens and they still say garbage. So hopefully that's not the case with the 1.13 patch that's coming up here soon. All right. So the next, let's talk about the usable characters. So these are going to be the guys that are going to be pillars for your account, especially early. If you pull these guys, they're definitely going to be worth investing in and helping you out, whether it be arena, getting you through some dungeons, stuff like that. Like they're not bad characters by any means, but more so oriented towards free to play people that need just a might not get unless you get really lucky, get a better character. These characters are so good, they're so usable. A lot of these, I'm sure a lot of people use these guys with great success. Also, I do want to say that Shamrock, who is getting a buff, not terrible. He has a 3-turn defensive cooldown, so that's actually pretty good for clan boss. So, but it does take using books on him. So like some of these characters that even they might be memes, they can definitely be used. Rockbreaker is great in arena. You got a Hell Hades doing a cool video with Rockbreaker, so totally usable. Infernal Baroness is pretty solid. Like all these guys can be used with some success, but eventually down the line you're gonna probably want to replace them. All right. So now let's get into the solid category. The solid category, these are going to be some of the best rares in the game down here, and then a lot of really usable epics and legendaries that are you should be excited to pull. Like a lot of these, it takes a lot of nuance to know where they're going to be good at, but they're going to fulfill whatever roles you're looking for them to do once you have knowledge of the character. They'll do great. Juliana is a solid poisoner, but there's definitely characters better than her. Golden Reaper is solid, but definitely characters better than her. You got good utility based characters for arena in like Molly, Gurgo, Shirami, stuff like that. Some of the best rares down here in Kale and Grinner and Bellower, like all really good rares. Reliquary Tender. So super solid characters that a lot of people are going to use as like a pillar of a lot of their teams. But eventually, if you get the absolute best characters of the game, they will be replaced. Next, these are going to be, these are going to be like almost account defining level characters in some cases. These are the demigod level characters that are super good. You definitely want them. If you pull them, it's going to be almost an immediate 6-star. You got, Sir Nick, like Vizier, like all like Cold Hearts and Royal Guards. Like these guys unlock. Getting these guys, it really helps with Spider 20, for example. That's why they're so high up on the list. Colt Brawler is one of the best poisoners in the entire game. Like I use him in Ultra Nightmare for it almost does 10 mil damage, like without books. Like he's insane. You got, Harvest Jack is actually not a meme. He's been seen in a lot of really good arena teams. Same with Mountain King. Mountain King used to be memed on, and then now he's in a lot of really good arena teams in Platinum. Same with Kruchaxa, but people thought Kruchaxa was good. She just turns out to be even better than people thought. Mausoleum Mage is really good. There's a lot of good guides on him. For speed farming, you got Zavia, also Kai Mars on here. Lord Shazar, I just started using him. He's actually really awesome. In arena, Allure, now that her AI has been changed, she's super good for clearing like Fire Knight and stuff like that. Skill Skull is one of the best clan boss characters you can possibly get for damage wise and like a little bit of support too. So, like all these characters, Apothecary, everyone's, favorite rare right there. Super good characters. Definitely, if you pull any of these characters, 6 arm up immediately. They're really good characters that can help a lot with your account. Also, like Blood Twin, people are kind of sleeping on him, but I've been seeing him a lot in higher end arena because of his when someone dies, can't be revived. Also, Ice Golem, that's pretty much what people are thinking of him. But now with Tormund being out now, Blood Twin is really good in Arena and in like Ice Golem and stuff like that. Raglan's awesome, 2-turn revive. Like all these are really good characters that if you pull them, you should be pretty stoked. Same with Baron and Big Gun. They're just big damage dealers. She's super good too. She's like a really good. Now let's go with the god tier characters here. These are the absolute game changers for your account. These are the ones that everyone wants to pull. Complete nutty characters. So these are going to be your absolute best epics in the game. There's only 3 epics that make this list, in my opinion. In a Miscreated Monster, Madame Ceres, and Skull Crusher. All 3 of them. The one I would want to pull the most is probably either Skull Crusher or Miscreated Monster for a new account. Those 2 right there completely change the account and make things that wouldn't be possible. And then there's some niche characters here that only serve one purpose, but they serve it so well, they deserve to be on the list, and that would be Tormund and Hegemon. They just completely game change Arena, so that's why I have them at God tier, even though they might not be used in other areas too much. And then the other characters here are they either do things that no other character can do, or they combine things that are very unique. For example, Venus and Dracomorph are some of the only characters that have AoE defense sound plus weaken. So they take something that would be good, like AoE defense sound is great, but then they add weaken on top of it, and they're a good poisoner, and so it's just like they're insane. Like, so you're their best poisoner for most people's accounts, and they provide defense down and weaken. So all like, and in Venus's case, AoE HP burn. So it's just insane. You got so every single all 3 counterattack characters are in God tier, and then you got characters like Krisk and Duchess, where they're just completely, just absolute insane survivability for your team in a massive shield and defense up, or in Duchess's case in perfect veils and revives. Arbiter, of course, Battle, of course. I have Alton up here because he's just so much better than Tyrell that he just has to be up on this list. He's so good in Clan Boss, so good in helping your team survive in dungeons. I've seen him even being used in Arena. He just covers so much. The ability to provide attack down and defense up, and his AoE defensive up is on a 2-turn or a 3-turn cooldown, which is incredible. He definitely deserves to be on this list. Well, that should do it for this video. If you like content like this, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel, and you guys have a good one. Peace.